Good evening, class. Today we're going to work on our movement skills and improving our running technique. So today we're going to work on improving our running and jogging technique. No matter what we do in life, we're always able to improve on the functions and our motor skills, along with the way we solve problems, or the way we throw a baseball or football, the way we walk, run, and the way we treat each other. We're also going to begin with a stretch, and stretching is very important to us because it will, one, it's going to help us increase our blood flow and oxygen to our muscles. It's going to warm up our muscles, and it's going to help prevent any possible injuries while we're engaging in physical activity. And then at the end of this, at the end of our lesson, we'll address any questions that you students may have about the running technique, proper way to warm up and stretch, or any other questions that come to mind. The first lesson we're going to go over proper jogging technique. So what we're going to do is, when we're jogging, or unlike when we're walking, our hands are down below our sides like this. So when we're jogging, we're going to bend our arms at a 90-degree angle, and we're going to make sure that we swing them forward and backwards, not across our bodies where we twist, but just forward and backwards. We're also going to work on landing on the middle of our foot. So as you notice, when we walk, we land on the heel of our foot, and then we roll our foot. Then the heel of our foot, and we roll our foot. So when we're jogging or while we're running, we're going to land on the middle of our foot and then push off with our toes. Middle of our foot and push off with our toes. The same technique for running is the same as jogging, but we want to be more mindful of our foot placement so we can help absorb more of the shock to our body and our joints while we're running. We're also going to be moving at a faster pace. Stretching. The importance of stretching, as we talked about here a little bit ago, is so we can increase the blood flow and the oxygen to our muscles, to increase the amount of nutrients through our blood going to our muscles, and to warm our muscles up so they're not tense or tight. So in our first lesson, we're going to talk about jogging, how to improve our jogging technique. And the easiest way to improve our jogging technique is we want to make sure, like I said, that our arms are bent at a 90-degree angle with our elbow. Let me stand up. 90-degree angle with our elbow, and we want to make sure that we keep both of them. We don't have one arm straight down or running like this. We don't want our hands up, 90-degree angle straight up like this. And we want to make sure that we're swinging our arms, as we see here. You swing in your arm when you're running, when you're jogging and you're running, you're going to swing your arm straight back again, straight forward, and you're going to alternate. Straight back, straight forward. We don't want to twist our body or our torso while we're jogging. And then we want to make sure that we're landing not with our heel of our foot on the ground, but the middle of our foot on the ground and rolling up to our toes. So when we're jogging, we're going to repeat this again. When we're jogging, make sure our arms are bent 90-degree angles at the elbows. Swing them forward and back, and we're going to land with the mid of our foot with each step of our jog. So can someone come up here and demonstrate how we should jog, the best techniques for jogging? So the technique for running is the exact same as jogging, except we are going to increase our speed and be more mindful of our foot placement, because we want to lessen the shock on our shock on our joints, our knees, our ankles, and our hips while we're running. So let's go over the form one more time. We're going to make sure we bend our arms at 90-degree angle and we swing them front to back. And we're going to be mindful of our foot placement where we're landing on the middle of our foot. So if this is my foot and this is my heel and these are my toes, we're going to land at the middle of our foot and we'll push off instead of our heel and going. Can someone tell me the proper foot placement while we're running? Stretching, we're going to stretch. Our stretching begins to warm up our muscles and increase the blood and oxygen flow to them as well. So we're going to start out and we're going to stand up, standing straight up, and we're going to cross our feet. And then you can just bend at the waist and try and touch your toes. This will allow us to stretch out our hamstrings and the back of our calves. We're going to hold that for a count of 10. And we're going to do it 3 times for each leg. Next, we're going to sit down. Put one leg straight out in front of you. We're going to take our other leg and we're going to cross it over our knee where it's bent up. We're going to take our other leg and we're going to bend it behind us, and then we're going to reach and grab our toes. We're going to we're going to hold that for a count of 10. Then we're going to switch legs. In all aspects of life, whether we're doing physical activity or just getting up in the morning or just walking around, stretching is a vital part of physical activity, as it will warm up your muscles, it will increase the blood and oxygen flow and decrease the possibility of injury. It also will help create and keep the motion within our joints. Can someone tell me when we should stretch? So we'll go over this lesson again. Remember, stretching is a key to help from injury while participating in physical activities. When we're running or jogging, we need to remember to bend our elbows at a 90-degree angle at the elbow. Swing our arms forward and back, not across our body, and land with the mid of your foot instead of the heel to help run faster and absorb the shock of your body weight. Thank you very much for watching my presentation. Let's go out and have some fun.